Fighting at a Pueblo middle school, the numbers tell a disturbing story.
13 Investigates has learned that nearly a quarter of all fights in District 60 come from just one school, Roncalli Stem Academy. Tonight, KRDO News Channel 13's Sean Rice takes the safety concerns of parents directly to school and district leaders.
It was October 2021 when a special needs Roncalli Stem Academy student was jumped by multiple girls during her lunch period. Her father, Jared Mayo, sharing the shocking video.
You can see her in an altercation where she attempts to walk away from it, and she's hit in the back of the head viciously and then viciously attacked by 7 more girls.
Mayo feared for his daughter's safety after the attack. He pulled his daughter out of Roncalli and enrolled her in another district. The video in question, not the only instance of fighting at Roncalli. Over a dozen other videos shared on an Instagram page called Roncalli Fights. The page pulled down after KRDO News Channel 13 reported on the fight back in October. Another father, David Sanchez, removed his daughter from Roncalli after he says she too was jumped at school.
My child doesn't feel safe at school. She wants to go to school to learn. And I feel all these kids should be given that opportunity to go to school to learn, not go to school to have to watch over their back.
His daughter left Roncalli reluctantly after he says she was bullied and harassed, the constant fear putting her learning on the back burner.
I really don't know what I'm going to do as a parent, because it's an issue that we have to face with the school first and try to overcome. That's the school my daughters wanted to go to. All my kids wanted to go to that school. Why should my kids feel like they have to leave that school?
Numbers provided by District 60 reveal 79 incidents of fighting at Roncalli in 2021. That accounts for 22% of all incidents district-wide if you factor in all 30 schools. The 3 middle schools with the next highest incidents of fighting are Heaton, Pueblo Academy of the Arts, and Risley. But you have to combine incidents from all 3 schools to get to the exact number of incidents at Roncalli.
You see increased incidents of fighting at the middle school and the high school level. I think in particular at those middle school levels, we're seeing students using outdated resources and don't have the emotional maturity that they've had a couple years ago to handle conflict and address those situations. We're needing to retrain and re-educate our students on the process as well.
13 Investigates went over the fighting numbers and videos with District 60 leadership. They say they are addressing the issue by adding more security guards, doing patrols on school grounds, and implementing targeted programs.
All of our schools are going through a bully prevention program right now, and we're also looking at restorative practices as a training for our staff to make sure that we're moving forward. So it's education, it's empowerment, it's training, and it's also engaging with our community, both parents as well as our local resources.
Since September 2021, incidents of fighting at Roncalli have decreased every month since their winter break in December. 30 in September, 24 in October, 16 in November, and less than 10 in December.
Students are starting to take advantage of those skills that we're providing, and they're relearning those systems and routines to move forward.
For all of last year, there were 81 suspensions for fighting at Roncalli. That number, a 3-year high for the school after recording 50 in 2020 and 78 in 2019. When it comes to police involvement, Pueblo police say the number of citations they've issued to students has diminished in recent years after the establishment of the Racial and Ethnic Disparities Program. The state program is aimed at keeping young adults out of the criminal justice system. It prevents school resource officers from issuing citations to a middle school student until there are 2 documented incidents of fighting.
Many school districts across the country have seen a spike in discipline over the last few years, and so it's encouraged all districts to reframe the conversation and re-examine how to handle those conversations from a multifaceted approach, taking multiple layers to address those concerns for individuals.
D60 tells us they stand by their leadership team and how the issue of fighting is being handled at Roncalli, but it's not good enough for some parents.
That's my daughter, that's my child, I trusted you with her. I shouldn't have to see my child like that because somebody just can't do their job.
I requested an interview with Roncalli Stem Academy administrators. District 60 declined that request. Last month, a student at Roncalli was apprehended for bringing a loaded gun to school. Pueblo police tell me early indications were the student did so for protection at the middle school. Sean Rice, 13 Investigates.
Pretty eye-opening, Sean. Thanks.